Thrilled with our players' performance today. I thought they were just terrific. True team effort for 40 minutes. I thought on the defensive end, really locked in to the game plan and the things we needed to do. And then offensively, I thought it was just a really unselfish, disciplined performance. A lot of fun to watch us play that way. And most of all, really proud of our players for their response this week. The bye week didn't go exactly as we had planned. We had some injuries and illness early in the week that kind of changed up our schedule. But I thought our guys really competed throughout the week and found ways to get better. And then came out with an 11 a.m. start today with a tough, together performance to get us a big win here at home.
Yeah, Matt, you talk about he didn't start with Jalen, but how did that, I guess, benefit him? And also, it seemed like he played a lot more settled coming off the bench today.
Yeah, I thought him and Trey Hannibal at the point were terrific. Trey, 4 assists, no turnovers. I thought Jalen was just really dialed in offensively. Shot the ball really well, did a great job getting to the free throw line. He got his teammates involved. I thought a big key for us, we scored 29 baskets, 17 of them were assisted on. And I think we were like 17-8 assist to turnover until the full court press. They were down 30 late, bothered us some. So, all in all, I thought terrific point guard play. And because we played unselfishly and really shared the ball, you saw great looks from Mike Williams and Will Baker, and they stepped up and shot the ball really well.
Yeah, you mentioned the 17 assists there. That's what I was going to ask you about. Just is this kind of the ideal kind of blueprint you'd like to see your team play with, and just I guess talk about the consistency with which you guys were able to move the ball and get good shots throughout the day?
Yeah, I think that's the key, Glenn. As you know, since early December, we're playing a lot faster. Our spacing is a lot better on the floor, and when we move the ball and execute and limit our turnovers, I think we have really, really good players. And when they play well together like that, it allows us to score 95 points here at home. So I thought our efficiency was really good because of the unselfish play. And a big concern for us coming into the game was Arkansas, I believe, was 4th or 5th in getting to the free throw line in the country. And so they get there 33 times tonight, but we got there 28 and made 25 of them. Because of the spacing and some strong drives that our players were making and the good decision making.
Matt, a few games back, you talked about Will Baker not maybe taking as many threes, maybe, and you thought he could be better at it. Did you kind of have to prod him a little bit to take a few more tonight? He got you started pretty good.
Yeah, I think we just had better spacing and better ball movement, and we also had to adjust. Arkansas, I think they do a really good job. They mix their ball screen coverages depending not only on the guard but on the big. So you're trying to figure out the best way to open up some of those opportunities for Will. And I think when he set some really good screens, they ended up with 2 on the ball. And instead of our guards forcing those, they kicked it out to him for open threes, and we believe in him and his ability to shoot it. He lives in the gym. He's relentless in his approach. We want him taking those open catch and shoot threes.
Coach, if you don't mind explaining, what was kind of the rationale between the decision to switch Trey and Jalen Cook? And did it work out like you wanted it to?
Yeah, just coach's decision. I thought, we needed to change, and really that's all there is to it. I think sometimes everyone gets so concerned who starts, who does this, who does that. The ultimate goal is just for us to find ways to win and for each player to perform at their very best. And so sometimes a change, whether that's coming off the bench to where you get to see what's happening on the floor, helps you refocus and lock in on doing the things you need to do to help your team. I think you're still searching. I love our team. We're still learning best combinations, who plays well together. And so just trying to find those right combinations. And so, I thought both guys handled it exceptionally well, and obviously loved the result that came from it.
Coach, you did make the decision to start Trey Hannibal. It's his first start of the year. We spoke after the Nicholls State loss about how good he was, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and it felt like that was something that he did really well tonight. Speak to the energy and the effort that he provided, especially early in the game today.
Well, the best part of it is he played with great poise at the point guard position. He ran our team. I thought we were really organized on the offensive side, which allows really good players to flourish. And so, his speed, his toughness, his physicality impacts both sides of the ball. I thought he did a nice job defensively. But he got 6 defensive rebounds, which has been an area we're working to improve. And again, 4 assists, 0 turnovers. I thought he really had a huge impact on winning. And oftentimes the challenge for players is they just get so consumed with what do they do when they have the ball, whether that's how many shot attempts or how many points. Well, it's an important part of the game, but there's a lot more to it. And so I thought he just did what we would refer to the other 95% of the game when the ball wasn't in his hands. I thought he had a huge impact on winning.
Yeah, Coach, shooting over 50% from 3, how much more did that open up the offense and make guys more aggressive on the attack?
Well, shot selection, ball movement, screening, and unselfish passing led to a lot of those shots. Even you look last week in the 2 games on the road, we went 21 of 51 from 3, I believe, in the 2 games. So over 10 makes a game at 41%. So I thought guys took great shots from behind the arc and stepped up and knocked them in.
Does this feel like your most complete win in SEC play so far?
Oh, they all count the same. I don't really compare them that way, whether you win by 1 or 21. We're just thankful for the win and really proud of how our guys played together and the attention to detail to follow the plan, and not to keep harping on it, but the unselfishness and execution on offense that led to a really efficient 95-point performance.
Yeah, I think they only had 9 free throws in the first half, and the big kind of struggle last 2 or 3 games has been your front court's been getting in foul trouble a lot. And how much did Will and Jalen and all those guys being able to play for most of the half and kind of get a rhythm help you guys kind of build that lead early and sustain it in the second half?
I think it was important. We went up there by 21 in the first half. And unfortunately, a couple of mistakes. I think they finished on a 6-0 run to end the half, get it back down to 15. But I thought being able to keep them off the free throw line, they didn't make their first 3 until I think the 2 minutes to go in the first half. And so I know they got to the line a bunch there in the second half when the game was out of reach, but I thought our guys were just really locked in defensively and really active and disciplined on that end of the floor.
Coach, in a game like this where you shoot 50+% in all 3 categories, you play well on defense like you mentioned, what does that do confidence-wise for your guys heading into the stretch that you're about to go in with Alabama and Tennessee on the way?
Yeah, you hope it leads to more confidence. And when you see that the hard work our guys put in this week during the bye week, you see the trust that they played with to share the basketball on offense and the shot quality that led to. You see that it works. And our guys should have confidence. We have really good players and just got to keep getting better. And now we'll be off tomorrow and then come back in Monday and start preparing for the next opportunity.
Coach, can you speak a little bit about Jalen Reed's growth on the defensive end, especially in this game? 6 defensive rebounds, 3 blocks. Kind of been times this season where he wasn't really sharp on that end. What has he done?
Well, he's 6'10", 240 pounds, and was really blessed with a lot of ability and talent. Really fun to coach because he wants to keep getting better and learn. And I thought those were big plays early in the game. We got beat on a couple actions that Arkansas ran, and he came all the way over from the weak side and blocked those shots. I thought he had great verticality at the rim to protect our basket there. And then 7 rebounds. thought he was just really efficient on both ends and very impactful on the win. And because of how he works and because he's all about the team, he'll just keep getting better and better.
Guys, we gotta get your radio. The players in the
All right. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.